I'm Jobert Cruz, a very satisfied customer of Twin Booster. I'm sure many of you here have already heard how it eliminates the black smoke from diesel engines and improves the fuel economy in internal combustion engines. Today, I will discuss something very interesting and exciting, and that is on how Twin Booster improves the power of a car's engine. By principle, it's somewhat similar to nitrous oxide, as both of them improves the combustion of fuel to produce more power. However, that is where the similarity ends, because nitrous oxide is a compressed compound in a much larger container. Although admittedly, it delivers more power, but since it is compressed gas, it only lasts for a few seconds. Whereas with Twin Booster, it's non-pressurized, so it lasts from 150,000 to 200,000 kilometers. There you could see value there. Since nitrous oxide is pressurized, it is designed only for racing and not really for daily normal use, unlike the Twin Booster, which is designed for everyday normal driving conditions. And since it's non-pressurized, it is much safer for a car's engine. I'm sure the boy racers, the car enthusiasts and tuners out there are familiar with the 1990s pocket rocket, which is the Honda Civic SIR, which I myself was an owner. And as you know very well, the power of this car comes out at around the maximum torque, 7,100 RPM, and maximum horsepower at 7,600 RPM. Although it does produce the highest specific output for normally aspirated engine, but you really have to you really have to step hard on the accelerator, rev the engine to the high RPMs before you can reach this power. So in that case, you waste fuel, and if you're racing, lose precious seconds. And that is where Twin Booster comes in, because Twin Booster improves the low RPM torque of this engine, the B16, so that it will be much torquey. So you will really have to learn to apply gentle pedal pressure, because it lurches with every tap on the accelerator. And if you're really racing, you can hit the magic 5,500 RPM VTEC point in a much lesser time, as the engine revs more quickly and freely to this level. So to the engine tuners, car enthusiasts out there, I'm sure you would be skeptical with my testimony, but I don't blame you, because just like you, I too was skeptical. Mr. Val Villamar took about 1 month before he can convince me to try it in my car, because the first demo I've seen is with a diesel engine. So can it be safe also for gasoline engines? Anyway, I took a leap of faith, and now I'm a very satisfied Twin Booster user. So to all the car enthusiasts out there, I would like to invite you to come and try Twin Booster and see how it will benefit your car. You will really enjoy the power, especially if you're comparing it with a similar car like yours with nitrous oxide. Remember, since it only lasts for a few seconds, initially the other car similar to yours might be able to accelerate faster, but once that nitrous oxide is depleted, you can easily catch up and in the end outrun. So far, we have tried the Twin Booster in 4 vehicles already in our family. Honda Civic SIR, a Ford Focus gasoline, an Isuzu Trooper US version with a 3.2 V6 24 valves gasoline engine, and a Chevy Trailblazer LT with a 4.2-liter DOHC Vortex straight 6 24 valves engine. Our initial observation is all of them became very torquey. The low RPM torque really increased. And as for fuel economy, with my Ford Focus now, I was able to observe about 20% improvement, because before it only consumes 5 kilometers to the liter in city driving. Now, I've observed that it goes around 6, so it's 20%, not bad. Now, for the Isuzu Trooper, before it consumes 3.15 kilometers to the liter in city driving. Now, it does 5. With our Trailblazer, since it's just newly installed, I'm still in the process of measuring it, but the power is there. And to be honest with you, twin booster customers have different reasons for installing it. Some of them want to eliminate the black smoke. Some of them would like to improve the fuel economy. But I do have to admit, I'm not very particular with those. I'm just after the power. We actually had one unit of twin booster shipped to Seattle, Washington, to be installed in my uncle's Dodge Charger with a 3.5-liter high-output V624 valve gasoline engine. Although his car is already equipped with a cold air intake and jet power control module, he wants to further improve the power and fuel economy of the car. And so far, after installing the twin booster, we observed the car's throttle response became a lot sharper. So before, if you have to step hard on the accelerator, now a simple tap, all that's needed to get the car going, and acceleration time has really improved. And he was able to observe an improvement of 3 miles per gallon. And this is in Seattle, Washington. This uncle of mine, he's an engineer working for Boeing, manufacturer of aircraft. And he said, I haven't seen a product that works like this. Nothing can compare to the added power and economy. So he was really impressed with it. At least now, we have an engineer from Boeing who can testify to the advantages of twin booster. Aside from the power and fuel economy, twin booster also eliminates the black smoke from diesel. As you all know, that this black exhaust smoke is unburned fuel. So since twin booster improves the combustion of fuel, instead of it being wasted in the tailpipe as dirty exhaust emissions, it's now turned into usable power. I have a friend who has an Isuzu Crosswind. He was complaining about the lack of power and fuel economy, and aside from that, the black smoke. So when he tried twin booster, he first noted that the engine suddenly became smoother and more silent. After using it, the black smoke was gone and the fuel economy improved. And luckily, we have lots of neighbors using diesel engines. One of them has this Mazda B2500 pickup used for deliveries. And although they're not really particular about the acceleration or the fuel economy, since it's already diesel, it offers good economy. But their driver always gets caught by the MMDA for the smoke belching. So he asked me, you know, our pickup here is already in very bad condition. Can your product still do something about it? And I said, there's only one way to find out. Let's give it a try. My only condition is that the fuel injectors have to be in good condition and it's not yet blow by. Other than that, if it's just dirty, there's no problem. Upon connecting the hose of the twin booster to the engine, he was so amazed. The black smoke is totally gone. So I said, oh, now you've seen the black smoke gone, give it a try. And he noted acceleration improved and the fuel economy as well. And we have another neighbor. I noticed that all his vehicles are all SUV and a van. So I approached him and said, do you have problems with the smoke belching, especially you have diesel? And he said, yes. In fact, my wife is complaining because we've tried everything. We can't eliminate the black smoke. We tried hosing the exhaust pipe with water, but it does not work. And I said, you know, in using garden hose to clean the exhaust pipe, you're just removing the carbon that has built up inside the muffler. You're not really eliminating the source of the black smoke, which is the unburned fuel. So he said, are you sure your product can work? Then let's give it a try. If it doesn't work, you don't need to pay anything. We'll remove the unit. We installed it in his Land Cruiser, and true enough, upon installation, the black smoke was gone. And when I asked, sir, how do you find this product? He did not answer my question. Instead, he simply said, Jobert, please install another unit in my other vehicle. And then 2 weeks later, I came back and I said, Tony, how do you find the twin booster? I have 2 more cars which I want to have twin booster installed in. Okay, so I guess that answers my question. And I guess, satisfied customer. So when it comes to the black smoke, we've installed it in so many kinds of vehicles already. our cars, our relatives' cars. So far, no complaints, everybody happy. I would always note that each and every one of them has a different experience because our only claims here are fuel economy, elimination of black smoke, and power. Some of them claim that the engine runs smoother, and some have a better sound, like my cousin's Kia Picanto. It sounds as if there's a headers manifold, headers exhaust installed. So, come and see a twin booster for yourself and see the advantages. Thank you.
Mag-twin booster